Okay, Bill, what do you have for us first?
Well, now that you're inside the museum, let me start off by pointing out that whenever you come to the museum, you will find volunteers here ready to show you around the museum.
I see that.
We have some wonderful docents. We have actually 92 active docents in this museum.
92. That is a lot. That's a lot.
And we use them throughout every day. So come right in. Let's start with our oldest fine art.
Okay.
Right around the corner here. And on this wall, you'll see some artwork from the 1600s. These are original Dutch masters. Our oldest painting is right here. This was painted in 1922. Now, as we move along, there's 1622.
1622.
We can edit that.
Got the couple centuries off.
Maybe do that one.
Okay, this is our oldest painting here on the left, and it was painted in 1622.
That's a little while ago.
A little while ago. It depicts the Dutch getting ready to go off from the Netherlands to the Indies to pick up spices and that sort of thing. So there's a story behind all of these paintings.
Sure, sure. Now, these paintings, when they're painted, are these famous artists at the time, or are they just, how?
These artists are well known now. I can't answer, I don't know if they were actually well known at their time, but these are very well known. This is Bonaventure Peters, very well known Dutch artist of the time. Now here, the interesting thing about this painting, which was done in 1645, is that it's painted on a piece of board. That board is over 350 years old, and it's not cracked or warped. I couldn't do that in my garage with a piece of board.
Just the board
The board
is
itself
350 years old.
The whole painting is, yes.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Anyway, as we move along, we'll see some, as I say, they all tell a story. Here's a painting that talks about, or shows Peter the Great from Russia coming to the Netherlands. If you know the history, Peter the Great actually spent 2 years in the Netherlands and became a master carpenter. Then went home to Russia and built a fleet of ships for the Russian government.
That's amazing.
Country. Now, here's an interesting painting.
Tell us about this
Two
one.
pieces. Here we have a painting that was originally painted in the late 1600s. It was done by Willem van der Velde the Younger, again, a very famous Dutch artist. Now, you notice there's two sections.
I did. I noticed that it's divided over there. The left side looks like that side a little darker.
Good point. Good point. Exactly. Now, what happens is we're told that the left side of the painting was damaged in some way. We don't really know what that means. But another artist came along and repainted that section. And as you say, it's a little darker. But the fact is that when he repainted that section, this whole painting was more than 150 years old. So we assume it was probably darkened by age, or varnish had yellowed, and he was trying to match what he was seeing in the painting. And since that, in recent times, it's been cleaned, and the original color from each artist shows through. So that's why we see the difference. By the way, the artist that painted this strip also painted this painting here and this painting here, John Shetke, a famous English artist.
Wow, that's incredible.
Wonderful artist, so obviously could have done a good job.
Now, why did he need to repaint this? Or what was he trying to accomplish?
Well, again, we don't know the exact story. The basic thing is we were told it was damaged somehow. It may have, maybe someone spilled something on it. It's just conjecture, but it had to be redone for some reason.
Okay. And did he put this divider in there, or was that
Well,
something that
underneath the divider, it turns out that it's a jagged line of paint. You can see that where he started off, and the old painting is there.
Right.
So it cleans up the edge between the two paintings.
Right. And he was a great painter. I mean, this is his painting
Exactly.
that he did, and then over here, I mean, these are incredible paintings. How long would it take to paint something like this?
I think that's hard to say, but I'm not an artist, and I think every artist has their own timeline and what it takes to do a painting. We've seen artists work outside. We do a plein air show here. We'll work it out of this outside. One artist will complete a painting in 15 minutes. Another one takes it home and spends days on it. So it's a wide range.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And so, what's down in this section here?
Well, we continue on. In this area, we see a lot of, some of our model ships anyway. The model ships we have here represent mostly the age of sail. we don't have too many modern ships, they're mostly the sailing ship. This particular model, it happens to be a very famous ship. It was a Swedish ship, the Vasa, Danish ship, sorry about that. It's a Danish ship, it's the Vasa.
It's a Danish ship,
Okay.
okay.
And when it was built in, I'm trying to find the date of it, we have it over here. It was built in 1628. Very complete with many, many guns, I think possibly over 100. Very ornate, as you can see. And when it was launched in Stockholm, it sank.
It sank.
And it sat on the bottom of that Stockholm harbor for years and years. Eventually, it was brought up. It is now in a museum in Stockholm.
Is that right?
And you can see this.
But it never sailed because it sank.
It never sailed. Turns out that the engineering was poor, and it was top heavy, and it just took a little bit out of the water, and over it went.
That didn't say too much for the shipbuilder, did it?
No.
He
But
probably-
we were all learning it, at some point we
Right.
learn more all the time, and, we know not to do that anymore.
Well, it's a nice looking ship.
Oh, it's
It looks like it should not sink.